I'm Tyler, and this is my first Passion Time project. My website is called Genetics 101, and this Passion Time round, my question is, how does genetics work and how do they affect me? So to start off, my first page is, what are genetics? So genetics is like a system that predicts the outcome of what types of genes you will have. It's all about what kind of genes your parents have and how you inherited them. So say that you and me have the same exact genes, but say that we have the same exact genes for red hair, but you have brown hair and I have red hair. We might have the same exact genes, but we might have inherited them differently. It all depends on what your parents' genes are, because you inherit them from your parents, and how you inherit them from your parents. So now there are two types of genes: recessive genes and dominant genes. A dominant gene is a more powerful type of gene. So say that you had a black construction paper and a Kleenex. If you put the Kleenex over the construction paper, you can still see through the Kleenex. But say that you put the paper over the Kleenex, the paper would totally cover the Kleenex. That's how recessive and dominant genes work. The construction paper being the dominant and the Kleenex being the recessive. So the dominant gene is more powerful than the recessive gene. So first on recessives. Recessive gene. A recessive gene is the less powerful type of gene. So to be affected by a recessive gene, you need two copies of the chromosome. And a chromosome is one single copy of a gene. Like one single copy. So to be affected by one, you need at least two copies. And then here are some pictures. So if you can see, these are some traits that you have with dominant and recessive. This is how you can inherit your genes. And this is another way that you can inherit your genes, having recessive genes. So now dominant genes. Dominant genes are the more powerful type of the gene. So to be affected by a dominant gene, you only need one copy of the chromosome, because dominant genes are more powerful. So you only need one. And here's some. So this is a way that you can inherit genes with. So this is a way that you can inherit genes with dominant genes. This is another way that you can inherit genes with dominant genes. And this is also another way. So then, how did I get my genes? I got my genes by inheriting them from my parents and family. So say that my great-grandma had red hair, that would still affect me. If she didn't have red hair, I couldn't have red hair. So it's all about what genes you are inheriting and how you inherit them. So my mom, she got her red hair in her from her great-grandma. So here's how I got my red hair. So this is my Punnett square for my red hair. A Punnett square determines what genes you may have. So on the top, my dad, he has the copy of the gene in him because one of his family members had red hair, and he also is affected by red hair because he has red hair. So since red hair is a recessive gene, you get lowercase letters. So he gets two lowercase r's for red hair. Then my mom, she also has the copy of the gene in her. So she is a carrier of the gene. So she gets one lowercase r, but then she gets an uppercase R because she isn't affected by red hair. So then this is my Punnett square. So it says that I have a 50% chance of having red hair and a 50% chance of only being a carrier of red hair. But no matter what, there is no double square there's no double capital square in here. So I have to at least have the copy of the gene in me. So then, if you want to visit my video if you want to visit my page, here is a link to a YouTube video that I made explaining how I made this Punnett square. So now for blue eyes. For blue eyes, my dad, he was the same with red hair. He was a carrier and he was affected, so he gets 2 lowercase b's. Blue eyes is also a recessive gene, so you get lowercase if you have the gene in you. And my mom, she's the same. She is a carrier and she's also affected, so she gets 2 lowercase b's also. So now, as you can see, there is no way that I can get any other thing because it's all blue eyes throughout the whole Punnett square. And like the same thing, if you want to visit my video, here's a YouTube video that I made explaining how I made my Punnett square. So now here are some just fun interactive ways to learn about genetics. First is traits trivia. That's like that's just a fun game that you can play with your family. Handy family tree. That's where you can write all your genes on a family tree. And then traits bingo. Say you would line up all the traits, so like tongue rolling, right-handed, left-handed, something like that. And if you have it, you place your chip on that. And then a recipe for traits. That's just another fun game that you can play with your family. So here is my website. Bye. Thanks for watching.